Have you done the sky one? The skyline?
No.
You not done that? That was good, wasn't it, Malachi?
Oh, the thing that goes across. No, I haven't. Because we saw. What did we see it on? It was on some sort of weird program. I was like, what is that?
Really good.
The Emirates one.
Look
That's
at
the
animals.
Look. That's such a bad guy. Oh, look. All the sparkles because of the trousers. That's very pretty. Wow. Well, where is it? Where is
But
it?
looking at his photos,
I know.
look at the sky now.
So nice.
Where was what? Where is it?
Yeah.
Back
Is that further up the town?
What's that noise?
to, yeah.
Yeah. It's on this route.
I don't know, does this stop at North Greenwich?
It's the horn. That's the noise.
That's the whole, yeah.
Does this stop at North Greenwich?
Asking me.
Yeah, I don't know. We don't know. We didn't even get a map. Can I get a map thing and see?
You might as well ask, because then we could stop at like to meet there or whatever, and then just
Yeah?
get trained back or something.
Yeah? Right. We'll try and find a map.
Getting the boat back.
Well, for the passengers just boarded us, welcome on board the Mercuria on our journey to St Catherine's or the Tower of London.
Oh, it's only good. Oh.
I will carry on pointing out the places of interest as we continue on through the city. Now the next bridge in front of us is the Southwark Road Bridge. It's the least used bridge to span the River Thames. Now that is because the approach roads, they are so well hidden into the back streets, the one-way systems of London. Not many Londoners actually know that the bridge exists. It was built in 1921 to relieve congestion off of the old London Bridge. Now as we pass through the bridge, the next bridge in front of this one will be the Cannon Street Railway Bridge. Look to the right hand corner of the bridge, you'll see a brown brick building with red window frames, the Anchor Tavern at Bankside. That pub is 400 years old. It was built in 1615. Used to be frequented by Dr. Johnson and Samuel Pepys, two of this country's famous diarists. It's also a small bed and breakfast. You can actually stay over there. I would highly recommend it. Probably one of the nicest pubs on the river, and I've been to quite a few, purely for research of course, but as I say, that is a lovely pub, the Anchor Tavern of Bankside.
Oh yeah, so they only go to Tower Bridge.
Now as we pass through the bridge, ladies and gents, if you look in front of us on our right hand side, in Wet Dock, we have a full-scale working replica of Sir Francis Drake's old ship, the Golden Hind. The original one sailed around the world once. This replica has sailed the world twice, taking the same route that Drake took. Open to the public, well worth a visit. We do believe they're trying to save the money at the moment to go round the world once again. That's the Golden Hind directly on the right hand side. Now the next bridge in front of us, the famous London Bridge. It is the fourth London Bridge to stand on this site since Roman times. This one was opened up in 1973 by Her Majesty the Queen. The one before this, it now stands in the Arizona desert across a man-made lake called Lake Havasu, sold off to America for 1.5 million. Now they do say when the Americans was buying the old London Bridge, they did actually think that they was buying Tower Bridge, which is the bridge in front of us in the distance. They do say you should have seen the look on their face when they opened the box at the other end.
Open the box.
Now once through the bridge, look very quickly on the left hand side. Look between the first two buildings, you'll see a white column with a golden flame on top. Sir Christopher Wren's monument to the Great Fire of London of 1666 stands 202 feet tall, and it is 202 feet from where the fire started in a baker shop in Pudding Lane. But also on the left hand side, the yellow brick building with a grey rounded roof, the old Billingsgate Fish Market. A very famous man started his career inside the building at the age of 15. He later on changed his name and his profession. He's now known as Sir Michael Caine. He started his career going by the name of Maurice Micklewhite. He was an apprentice to his father. Now just coming up, ladies and gents, in front of us on the right hand side we have the C-35 HMS Belfast. The Belfast has 12 guns, 6 at forward and 6 at aft, capable of firing a 102 pound shell, 14 land miles. If the Belfast was to fire her guns in anger, she could hit targets in places such as Kew, Croydon and Dartford, 14 miles away. Unfortunately, my mother-in-law lives 15 miles away. Not me. See the flag that Belfast is flying there at the front of the boat, the Union Jack. If you ever see that flag flying from any buildings, it is not a Union Jack. It is just a Union flag. The only time it's called a Union Jack when it is flown from a jackstaff of a ship. So if you see it on any buildings, it's not a Union Jack, it is just a Union flag. Now the Belfast has over 7 different decks to explore, right away from the engine room up to the navigational bridge. Built in Belfast in the Harland and Wolff shipyard, the same shipyard that built the ill-fated Titanic.
Look at all those people waiting to get
Now ladies and gents, in front of us on our left hand side, behind the trees, we have the world famous Tower of London. The centre parks are the oldest parks, and that is where you will see 4 towers and a flagpole, known as the Norman's Keep or the White Tower. Dates back to 1078. Been many things in its time, including a royal mint, a royal zoo, a royal observatory, a royal fortress and a place of execution. If you look to the embankment wall in front of the tower, you can see a bricked up archway. It's got writing above it, it says entry to the Traitors' Gate. If you was found guilty of treason in the Palace of Westminster, you would have been rowed down river by barge, taken through the gateway, around the moat to Tower Hill, where your head would have been chopped off. That was known as London's first one-way street. Now directly in front of us we have the gateway to London Tower Road Bridge, designed by Sir John Wolfe Barry in 1894. The 2 centre spans both weigh in the region of 1,100 tonnes. They can be raised into the upright position in just under 90 seconds. Now there is a very old tradition, ladies and gents, with Tower Bridge. It is said if you see anyone on the bridge today, give them a little wave up there. Hopefully they will wave back. Try and get their attention.
Yay!
So give them a wave, folks. Hopefully you will get a wave back. Now it is said if you wave to them and you do receive a wave back, that will bring you 5 years of bad luck. No, only joking, of course. It's actually 5 years good luck. So it's a very old tradition. When the old sailing barges used to come down through the bridge, their loved ones would stand up there to wave them goodbye. Now ladies and gents, very shortly, once we get permission, we're going to make our next stop just over to our left hand side, St Catherine's, for the Tower of London. Now if anyone is going to Greenwich, you must leave this boat at St Catherine's Pier. We do not go to Greenwich, we go back to Westminster. If you are going to Greenwich, leave the boat at St Catherine's. There will be a ticket agent on the pier, they'll put you on the next available Greenwich boat. If you're going back to Westminster, you can stay on board this boat. We return almost immediately. Now after us, boats return every hour throughout the day, roughly 1/2 past each hour, The last returning boat leaves at 3:30. Now, ladies and gents, at this point, as we're about to make our way over to the pier, if we could ask everyone, for your own safety, if you could remain in your seats until the boat is safely moored alongside. It is for your own safety, and if you all stand up, I can't actually see where I'm going, and that is never very good for anybody. So, as I say, once you've taken photos, if you could please take to a seat, as if you have a seat, of
Hello.
course. It is for your own safety.
Enjoying the
folks.
river today. We're off
Now,
to
also, while you're in your
St
seats,
Catherine's
have a quick
Pier.
look around
So-
and make sure you've got all your personal belongings with you. Don't
Merry
leave
Christmas,
anything
everyone.
behind to spoil your day.